Hi, it's Josh from Education 2020 and it's a rainy day today. My primary age kids, they're in their room and they're reading some books. It's in between 12 and 2 and that's what we do. My younger kids are asleep and I've been asked many times, how did you make this happen? How come your kids are so interested in books? And you know, it's nice to shrug your shoulders and say, oh, I'm just a lucky parent, but maybe I should tell you how we actually made that happen. So here's Education 2020's guide to how to give your kids the best start to reading. So when they're just born and up until about age 1, read to them as many times as you can in a day. Their ability to concentrate is going to be really minimal at this stage of life, and they're going to want to squirm and get away, and that's cool. You've got to let them do that, but also each time you come back, you've got to try and increase the amount of time they can pay attention. So maybe to start with, 20, 30 seconds. So next time, let's try and make that up to 35 seconds or 25 seconds. And this helps them to hone their concentration ability, a really important skill for them to become really good readers. You're going to want to let them touch the book, touch the pictures and hold the book. They're probably going to chew it a lot, they're going to slobber on it, and they're probably going to wreck books. So just get ready for that. Your books are going to get trashed. So instead of buying one copy, maybe you buy 2 copies and you let them trash one copy and keep a copy in the cupboard. If you're a sentimental type of person, you might want to keep that for when they're older. I don't know. Now, kids' brains are just wired to learn at this age. So having books in front of them and knowing that it's a fun time with mum or dad is awesome programming for their brain. When it's been actually programmed into the being of who you are, you're going to go to them throughout the rest of your life. Okay, from ages 2 to 5, continue the reading. Read with them. And here's a couple of tips for that age. Now, you might be tempted, which I was with our eldest, to try and push them to read early. Don't do that. It totally does not work. Their brain hasn't fully developed yet. It might be a real cool party trick, making your 4-year-old read something to your friends, but it's not worth it. It's probably going to turn them off the books and off reading to begin with, and that's not what you want to have happen. So delay trying to go for the party trick and just continue to enjoy books with them. Get them fun books. Where's Wally books. Get them pull tab books. You pull the tab and a little clown comes out or something like that. Make reading as fun as you can. Read to them. Try and read to them twice a day if you can. Read before they go to bed. Read in the middle of the day. Here's a temptation we had to continue to work against. For going on long distances, we chose the option of having no iPads now, and instead we just borrowed a whole heap of books from the library. And our kids were able to look through those books. Once again, we got books like Where's Wally and pull tab books so they could keep themselves interested. We also got audio books. So we started with The Enchanted Wood and put that on. And the kids were able to look out the window and just listen to that and doof off and enjoy using their imagination. Now, I understand no iPads or limited iPad time can really hurt. So you've got to remember there's some long-term goals here, and it's you as the adult who needs to endure a little bit of pain so your kids can get those goals. Here's an important thing that parents of young kids would benefit from understanding. As your kid starts to lose their midday nap at about age 3 or 4, hopefully, you can replace that with quiet time. In quiet time, you can give them a few books and they can sit in their room from about 12 to 2. This is what happens in our house. And they just read the books. They can't do anything. They can't draw. They can't game. They can't play with puzzles. Just keep it to reading. They're going to whinge and they're going to complain, probably a lot. But after a while, they're going to stop because you're so good at saying no. We've got 4 kids, and for us, we've always had a quiet time in the middle of the day because even now, our youngest is still sleeping. So to keep the others quiet, we've had to give them books. And now it's just a pattern. In the holidays, from 12 to 2 every day, everybody in my house does quiet time. That's so good because it gives me a bit of time to myself, my wife a bit of time to herself. It's a good pattern for you to get into. Now, the last point that I'm going to make is access to the library. Go there at least once a week. Borrow as many books as you can. And by doing that, it's free. You can change the books, keep them fresh, and keep your kids interested in reading. I'd really appreciate it if you would share this video with others that you know would get a lot out of it.